Good day to you, folks of YouTube. I am your host, Vert343, back again to throw a new theory at the wall and see if it sticks. Today's topic is the Praetor Suit and what exactly happened to it. This, of course, is entirely theory, speculation, and late, and definitely not factual or true as of yet, because we just don't know. Why do I bring this up? Well, because we've got basically nothing to go on besides speculation. Of course, we know a fair bit about the Praetor Suit and its origins, at least sort of. There's a pretty obvious difference between the Praetor Suit shown in Doom 2016 and the quote-unquote Praetor Suit shown in Doom Eternal. For this video, and this video only, I'm going to be calling the 2016 variant the Praetor Suit, and the Doom Eternal variant the Predator Suit, because that way there is a differentiation between the two. Of course, we know that the original Praetor Suit, be that the Praetor Suit or the Predator Suit, was made by the Wretch in the Forges of Hell and likely based on UAC combat armor. We know that the first suit was made long after the Slayer's last contact with the Night Sentinels of Argent D'Nur, but long before the contact made with the Night Sentinels of Sentinel Prime in Doom Eternal. Although he may have had contact in the meantime, we don't know. So, where exactly did the second suit come from? Well, personally, I'd bet that there was some level of contact made with the Night Sentinels of Sentinel Prime during his conquest. Even if a brief contact and he was unwilling to return to them yet, I would bet they had plenty of time to make and bring him another suit of armor made by them to be better than the Predator Suit or Praetor Suit, whichever one came first. This would explain why the Praetor Suit looks a lot more like the Night Sentinel's armor, while the Predator Suit looks a lot more like the Marauder's armor. This would mean that the Praetor Suit was made by the Night Sentinels, not the Wretch, and that the Predator Suit was the original. Although I say that the Praetor Suit looks a lot like the Night Sentinel's armor, there are still quite a few differences in looks, namely the colour and kind of the design in a way. Although the green could just be associated with the Doom guy, it is possible that the armor comes from somewhere else to explain its different design. My best explanation for this is that it was based on the combat armor from Doom 1993, sort of. I think it quite likely that the Night Sentinels would have eventually found a set of UAC combat armor after enough expeditions into Hell, meaning that they could have used that to create the Praetor Suit. It is also possible that the Praetor Suit was the original made by the Wretch, and that the Predator Suit was a later model made by either the Night Sentinels, the Wretch, or somebody else, that the Slayer just didn't like using for some reason. Although I think this is kind of unlikely, considering the newest model would generally be the best model. But what if the Praetor Suit and Predator Suit are one and the same? Well, it's completely possible that the Night Sentinels, or even the Wretch, could have modified the Praetor Suit into the Predator Suit between Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. I would say it's more likely that the Wretch would be the one to do the modifications, as the Slayer was likely sent back to Hell at the end of Doom 2016. If we assume that the original Praetor Suit was also made by the Wretch and was the first suit they made of that sort, and that the Predator Suit is a modified version of the Praetor Suit, modified by the Wretch, we can assume that any other similar suits we know of are also made by the Wretch, specifically the Marauder's armor. If the Marauder's armor was made by the Wretch, and that was the thing directly between the Praetor Suit and Predator Suit, we can assume it is both very advanced and very powerful, possibly more so than the Praetor Suit, but the Predator Suit is likely to be more powerful again than the Marauder's armor. I'm not sure exactly what the modifications are between the Praetor Suit and the Predator Suit, besides the obvious, as I have not yet played the game. But the obvious is the arm-mounted sword, the shoulder cannon, the visual changes, and some changes to the onboard operating system. The thing that interests me is the difference between the Marauder's armor and the Predator Suit. Besides the very obvious in the form of the sword and cannon, there has to be at least some difference between the Predator Suit and the Marauder's armor. I would say it is likely further improvements in some areas, maybe including resistance to Argent-based attacks, which would really help against demons such as the Baron of Hell. Tell me your thoughts, theories, and ideas in the comment section down below if you want me to read and respond to them, because sadly, I have to tell you that you somehow made it through the entire video. If you got this far, maybe you'd be interested in liking, commenting, and subscribing? If so, remember to hit that notification bell like you may have hit the pre-order button for Doom Eternal, so that I will see you in the next video. I have been your host, Vert343, signing off. Peace out, gentlemen.